vast silent deserts of the American Southwest, legends whisper of giants buried in the earth and winged beasts that once ruled the skies. Were they just myths passed down through generations, or echoes of a forgotten chapter of human history? Tonight on Hidden Vault Chronicles. To the Navajo, Hopi, Zuni, and other tribes of the Southwest, the thunderbird wasn't just a symbol, it was a divine enforcer of balance. A sky spirit that brought storms, punished disrespect, and marked great transitions in the natural world. Etched into canyon walls across Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico are ancient petroglyphs, massive birds with outstretched wings, spirals representing thunder and lightning bolts carved deep into stone. These rock carvings, some dating back over 2,000 years, aren't random doodles. They are spiritual records, sacred messages left by shamans and storytellers using rock as their scroll. In places like Chaco Canyon, Newspaper Rock, and the Canyon de Shelly, these bird-like figures appear alongside humanoid giants, serpents, and celestial bodies, hinting at a sky-oriented cosmology rich in myth and meaning. Some elders interpret the thunderbird as a guardian, others as a warning, a symbol of power that should not be challenged. A being whose wings could blot out the sun and whose cry rolled like thunder through the canyons. In the sun-scorched deserts of western Nevada lies a cavern steeped in legend, a place whispered about in Paiute oral traditions for generations, Lovelock Cave. The local Paiute people tell of a fierce, red-haired race known as the Si-Te-Cah, giants who once roamed the land. According to the legend, these towering beings were not only larger than life, but cannibalistic and aggressive. The Paiutes claimed to have fought a brutal war against them, eventually driving the last of them into Lovelock Cave, where they set fires at the entrance, sealing the fate of the giants within. In 1911, while mining bat guano for fertilizer, workers stumbled upon the cave's forgotten interior, and what they found would ignite a century of speculation. Official excavations followed in 1912 and 1924, yielding thousands of artifacts. Among them were mummified human remains, including some that stood between 8 to 10 feet tall. The excavators also recovered oversized 15-inch sandals and, more mysteriously, a boulder bearing what appeared to be a massive human handprint. These findings gave rise to the legend of the Lovelock Giants, a story that has inspired ancient alien theorists, treasure hunters, and paranormal enthusiasts alike. But skeptics offer a more grounded perspective. Anthropologists suggest that some of the remains may be the result of medical conditions such as gigantism, while others believe the unusual bone sizes may stem from misidentified animal remains or distorted burial customs. Even the infamous red hair, a striking detail in many of the accounts, is now thought to be a product of chemical changes in the hair post-burial due to soil composition and aging rather than evidence of an exotic race. Yet, despite these explanations, the cave continues to attract those searching for answers. Whether the Si-Te-Cah were real giants or symbolic figures in tribal memory, the mystery remains deeply woven into the fabric of the American Southwest's mythological landscape. The sands of time may have buried the truth, but in the silence of Lovelock Cave, the legend still echoes. Thunderbird sightings didn't end with the ancients. In 1977, a boy in Lawndale, Illinois, was reportedly picked up by a massive bird and carried several feet before being dropped. In Alaska, Pennsylvania, and yes, Arizona, people claim to have seen birds with wingspans over 20 feet. Some described leathery wings like a pterosaur, others a bird of pure shadow. Could remnants of prehistoric life still survive in remote parts of the desert? Tribal elders have warned outsiders for generations. The desert is sacred, and not everything buried should be disturbed. Some tales tell of giants who once walked the earth, exiled from the spirit world for their violence. Others tell of winged spirits who return in times of great imbalance, when nature is disrespected. These aren't myths to them, they are warnings. The Apache speak of the Big Owl or Owl Man, a dark being who flies at night, snatching away those who break taboos. The Navajo fear the Si-Te-Cah, the sun carrier who rides the sky with great power and punishes those who violate sacred laws. And among the Pueblo people, tales remain of the Kachinas, spirit beings who can bless or punish, often appearing from the sky during times of need or chaos. Skeptics point out that no verified skeletons over 8 feet have ever made it to museums. Some newspaper stories were likely hoaxes, fueled by 19th century sensationalism. But where are the bones? Why did the Smithsonian deny any knowledge of the 1909 Grand Canyon expedition? Why did so many similar reports disappear from public record? And, if none of it is true, why do so many cultures, separated by oceans, speak of giant sky spirits and long-lost titans? Whether folklore or forgotten fact, the legends of thunderbirds and giants refuse to die. They live in the Red Cliffs, in the oral traditions, and in the dreams of those who still wander the deserts hoping to glimpse the impossible. Some believe we buried the truth long ago, beneath the mesas, beneath the bones, beneath the thunder. And that's the story of thunderbirds and giants. Join us next time as we continue to dig deeper into America's most enduring mysteries.